Hey everybody, it's Traci from Downwarddogrising. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to give you a yoga workout. It's really hot here today. I'm out in the woods. It's like 90 degrees today, so I'm not going to do a hardcore active workout. I'm going to do more of a yin style workout today. So if that sounds good to you, join me and let's begin. I'm going to have you start off crossing ankles in easy pose, Sukhasana. Just root down into Mother Earth, ground your energy, and then you're just going to rise up through your spine, hands to heart. Just feeling centered. Breathing in and breathing out. Pay attention to your breath. Pay attention to how your body feels. We're just going to gently take hands to sky, connecting upward, connecting energy from above to below. All right, grounding ourselves. We're going to just start off by lengthening our side. We're just going to take this hand, palm into the mat, and then I want you to stretch hand behind head and just really feel the stretch under the armpit, ribs stretch apart, and inhale, exhale, little side bend, lateral flexion. Just open up the entire side of your waistline. One more deep inhale. And then we're going to stretch arm to sky. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to stretch up into the air. Really lengthen through the side of your waist. Hand behind your head. Keep your pelvis glued to the mat. Feel the entire side of your waist stretch. Stay here and breathe. You'll notice if one side's tighter. This is my tighter side. Get those intercostals, the muscles between your ribs to stretch apart. Create some space and length in your spine. One more deep inhale here. And slowly you're going to lift back up. Excellent. All right. Let's try. I have a nemesis because I'm a runner and I have tight hips. Fire log. Agnistumbasana. Let's do that one today. So you're going to take your left foot or right. I don't care. We'll just do whatever one you want to do first. You're going to crisscross. Ideally, your knee over the ankle like this, and then the knee above the ankle. If you have a tight side, this hip's super tight. How do you know? You'll see how high the leg lifts up. You're going to reach arms to sky and try to, when you lift up, gravity just kind of presses down into your hips. And it'll help you to get your sits bones to settle into the mat below you. So just try to lengthen through the top of your head as you sink down, sitting into the bottom of your pelvis. That oppositional lengthening energy. Just lining up from the crown chakra all the way up here to your root chakra underneath you. And then we're just going to bring our arms down. Go ahead, flex your feet to give you a little more space in your hips, protecting the knees. And just stay here and breathe. Just settle in. Enjoy the sounds of nature out here. I'm in a natural hot yoga environment without trying. Just bring your awareness inward. Just take it to your own edge. You're not competing with anyone, just doing the best that you can for you. We're going to do a little variation for our upper body to help our heart and our lung meridians. If your right leg is on top, you're going to do eagle arms Garudasana with right arm on the bottom. So what you would do is cross your arms, palms together, and just float up towards shoulder height. Stay here and breathe, lengthening your spine. Feel a stretch across your upper mid-back, across your shoulder blades. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And gently we're going to release the arms. And then what I want you to do is release your legs. Take your knees together. Place hands by sides. And just rock across your hips for a few times. A couple little windshield wipers to release. And then after you do that, take your knees in front of you and you're just gonna lengthen your spine up. Really extend up and then press those shoulder blades apart and then lift and extend up. And then press those shoulder blades apart. Get a deep stretch. Scoop your core tight. One more. Lengthen, inhale. And then exhale. All right. Okay, we're going to switch sides now. So if your right leg was on top, bring right leg to the bottom. And again, ideally, we try to do knee above ankle, ankle above knee. And if it's too deep of a stretch, you'll do what you can do. Like me, I can't always do it. so no worries. You take your ankle over your knee, the knee over the ankle. Just bring those arms overhead, lengthening your entire spine. Just want to align all of our chakras. As you lift up, gravity will help sink your pelvis, your hips into the mat. So you're just stretching, elongating up. Gently, you're just going to bring those arms down. Flex your feet. That helps your hips, your knees. You flex your feet. And we're just going to sit tall. Just settle in. Go inward. And just observe whatever thought comes to mind. Whatever sensation comes to your body, just observe. Stay present. Just be in this moment. Lengthening your spine, breathing in and breathing out. Upper body to this pose. We're going to go into Garudasana, eagle arms. If the left leg is the leg on top, take your left arm underneath, crisscross, elbows, and slowly bring the arms up, lifting shoulder height, and stay here and breathe, lengthening up through top of head, breathing in, breathing out. Feel the stretch across your upper mid-back, between those shoulder blades, across the shoulder girdle, breathing in, breathing out. Sitting tall. Feel the ribs expand in all directions, getting the air, oxygen into the lower lobes of the lungs, breathing in and breathing out. And I cleanse the heart and the lung meridians. Let's take one more deep inhale here, breathing in. Exhale. And gently release. All right, we're going to release those arms. We're going to release our legs. Reach to sides, little windshield wiper. Roll right across those hip creases, release. All right. With your knees bent and your feet flat, once again, we're going to take arms to sky, lift and lengthen, and then just press shoulder blades apart, tighten the core to your back. You're just going to reach arms to sky, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, your shoulder blades open apart. One more time, breathing in, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, those shoulder blades pull apart. All right. Okay, next I want you to go into butterfly stretch. For butterfly, we're going to take the soles of our feet together. So you just bring the bottoms of your feet. You're going to elevate them up. You want to feel how your inner thighs twist outward. We're lifting our heart. And we're just going to sit tall. You can grab your feet if you like. Imagine your legs, your knees are floating in water. And just lengthen. Breathe. Feel how your ribs expand sideways. Feel how you inhale, the chest rises, but when you exhale, the breastbone, the sternum also collapses and melts into the chest. So you have full respiration. Keep lengthening up. Let's take 2 more inhales. And one more time. From butterfly, we're going to take it into diamond, where your feet move a little further away from you, from your center, so it's going to free up a little more space in your hips and in your low back. So if you have tight hips like me, it'll give you a little bit more space so you can hip hinge forward and then open up your low back a little bit. So what you do, you take your feet, you move them further away from your groin, further away from you, and then you just kind of bring the bottoms of your feet upward, and you can kind of like wrap your hands around your feet. You could have your thumbs come together, resting on top of your feet, like if you wanted to have a little stand to rest your forehead on. And I'm not gonna go all the way down there because I'm not there yet, but if you are, lift and lengthen your entire spine up. And you would hip hinge, so instead of rounding your back, you would elongate and hinge over until your forehead rests on your hands. And if it doesn't go all the way down there, no worries. Go where you can, like me, and just stay here and breathe. You're gonna feel a little deeper stretch right here in your hip. Inhale, exhale, so you're just lengthening the spine up, hip hinging. Keep breastbone long, that's the key here. Keep the breastbone reaching long. As long as you keep the breastbone reaching long, you can hip hinge. With osteoporosis, you would just limit how far forward you go. Same thing with herniated disc in the low back. You have to create length and space before you hip hinge over. You open space before you hip hinge. Keep the length in your spine. You could even come onto your forearms if you wanted. Let's take one more deep inhale. Slowly make your way back up. Top the head away from tailbone. Just bring the knees back in. And shake out the knees. And then maybe just do another little windshield wiper side to side. And then we can do something just to open the front of our spine. So fingers can reach sideways. Maybe you'll lift shoulders, roll them down back out of your ears, release tension out of the top of the shoulders, the upper traps. Inhale, exhale, one more. You unweight shoulders, press palms away so sides and neck are long, and then you draw your knees together, and it's like you're gonna press into the heels, press into your toes, and then you just lift the pelvis up, keep knees narrow, engage glutes, keep shoulders away from ears, and just press into your feet, your heels. Take a couple deep inhales, exhales here, open the front of your spine. Chest is open, collarbones are wide. Inhale and exhale. So we're just gonna press hips to sky, feel your glutes turn on. You're gonna inhale, exhale. If you wanted to challenge yourself, point, kick, flex. Point and kick, flex. 3 more. Point and kick, flex. 2 more. Point, kick. Last one. And then you switch, lift hips to sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. 3 more. 2 more, hips are level. Last one. Point and flex. All right. Next, let's just sit in a staff pose. So you just elevate, sit tall. If you want, flex your feet. You just reach arms up. And exhale, hands by sides. Stay here for a moment. Feel how the abdominals tighten into your back. There's length here between ribs and hips. If you feel like you're sitting backwards, you're getting pulled back, and you're really tight here, and your hamstrings are pulling, your hips are pulling, your back is really tight, you would put yourself up either on a yoga block, or you'd sit on a folded over yoga blanket or a pillow, a cushion, like a meditation cushion. Prop up your pelvis. It'll be easier to sit like this, and it'll be easier to do the next exercise, which is caterpillar. So from Dandasana, staff pose, we're gonna go into our caterpillar, and then we're just gonna stretch arms to sky, lengthening head away from tailbone. And what you do, you hip hinge, and you're reaching, elongating through the low back, so you're really lengthening, and you're gonna feel how hamstrings insert into the back of the glutes, get that deep stretch. And then if you pull the pinky toes of your feet away from each other, you're gonna feel like a connection down the inner thigh lines, wrapping around the outer thighs and hips. And just really pull your heart through the arms. And stay here and breathe. If this is too much, take hands under knees, lift heart, put like a little pillow under your knees. You lengthen, lengthen, lengthen before you come forward. Keep the low back stretching long. So you keep on really lengthening that low back. Pull, pull, pull. Stretch breastbone through the arms. Elevate your heart. Really elevate your heart. Hip hinge. Go deeper, go a little deeper. Let's take one more deep inhale. And slowly we're gonna exhale and gently come out. Shake out your knees. All right. I hurt my knee, so I can't put pressure on it to kneel. So I'm not gonna do any like bird dog type things today. But what I might do is have you, let's do a little extension work for our middle back, and I'll also give you a little spinal twist since I just sat into one right now. Why not? Make it easy. Take the bottom of your foot, crisscross over the bottom outstretched leg. Flex your foot. You're reaching towards your leg. You can pull that leg in as you lift up your heart. Stretch your spine tall. You lift your heart as you pull that arm down, and you get those ribs to twist, and you elongate the spine up. And just stay here and breathe. Keep that spine reaching long. Breathing in, breathing out, rising up. Feel how the ribs expand laterally. Makes room in your spine. We lengthen it. It's like we're twisting the space in between each vertebra. Trying to create length so those articular facet joints don't lock all down together. We want nourishment for our spine. Open heart. Let's do one more deep inhale. And exhale, gently release. Good job. I'm going to switch directions. You don't have to. You would just crisscross your ankle like that and then twist the other way. Wait a minute so I don't forget. Right leg. I always do that. I forget what I'm doing in the middle of it. Left leg, I'm stretching. Okay, I just had to do that real quick. Feel my butt. So what you do, left foot over right. You can flex the straight leg that's stretched out. You're equal on your sits bones. You rise up. Once you stretch your spine tall, you're gonna lengthen, you elongate, decompress your spine, then you rotate towards your leg. You're gonna stretch this arm straight up, lift your heart, and then we're gonna do a little rotation through the middle part of our spine between our shoulder blades. You just hug that leg in. You'll notice which side's tighter. This side's tighter. Breathe in, let those ribs expand laterally. Try to create some space in your back with the breath. Breathing in. Really get those ribs to open wide. Exhale. Lengthen on the inhale. Air squeezes out of the lungs. On the exhale, turn a little deeper. Exhale, sit tall. Try to really decompress your spine. Sit tall. One more deep inhale. And exhale, gently release. All right. Time check here. All right. So we're going to slide down all the way to our back. Might have you do a little core work sitting right now. So what you would do, you would lean back onto your palms, and you wouldn't be on top of your sits bones. So instead of neutral, you would roll right behind your sits bones, and then you would lift the legs into the air, and you would extend and then bend. We would do these in martial arts. You tighten your abdominal wall to your back. You keep chest lifted. 8, 7, 6, 4, and 3, 2. We're going to do 2 more sets of those. Draw abdominal wall in. Kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come in. Rest for a moment. We just have 1 more set. Collarbones wide, chest open, core draws in. Exhale. And 5, 4, 3, 2, come in. All right. Next, we're going to slide down to our mat. Reach your arms in front. Roll down a little bit more, a little bit more. See how low you could go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Control, a little bit more, a little bit more. Lengthen your low back, a little bit more. Feel the length and the openness. And then you're going to come all the way down to your mat. And just feel how your entire spine is long on the mat. Float your arms up. We're going to do something so your arm bones go deeper into your shoulder socket to help secure the head of the humerus deeper into the glenoid fossa, your shoulder socket. Lift your shoulder blades up. Rotate thumbs, half turn out, half turn in, shoulder blades down the back. So you rotate out, shoulder blade slaps, and then you screw in the light bulb. Just doing some Pilates fundamentals that come from Physical Mind Institute. Little shoulder blade slaps. Eric Franklin writes stuff, books, and does workshops with the bone rhythm, so he likes doing external rotation of the arm bones deeper into the socket. When you get tight, you internally rotate and hike your shoulders up. So we're just undoing that. 4, 3, 2 more. And last one. Now take hands behind head and neck. Avoid doing this. Avoid scrunching your elbows together. Tight abdominals in. Float up. And then just come down. Exhale. Float up. Strengthen your neck. Come back in. Float up. Come back in. 8. Really focus on pulling your abdominal wall tight to your back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ribs connect in front. 2. Last one. Now just reach the arms down. Hold here. See if you can really tighten the core. And then hug knees in. Just let your low back settle into the mat. Hands behind head, float your head out. Press legs out. Do a little frog kick. 9, tighten your core. 8, elbows wide. 7, 6, I'm on a little slant. I could tell I'm not even. 5, 4, elbows wide, scoop in. 3, 2 more. Last one. Tighten the core. And gently come in. All right. Collarbones wide. I think that's a hawk. How cool. How cool is that? Arms reach long by sides. I think I see a red tail. So we're going to lengthen our tailbone. You're in a bridge straight up. Feel glutes engage. Keep collarbones wide. And then lower the bridge. Hips hit simultaneously. Core tightens in. 9. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. 8. 7. Feel how core tightens into your back. 6. 5. 4. 3. So really lengthen tailbone. 2 more. And last one. Arms reach overhead. Keep neck, weight out of neck. It's across middle back, shoulder blades. Pull ribs down together. Stretch arms back. Pull those ribs down. And now place one vertebra down. Go to the next. Use each breath to bring one vertebra to the mat. All the way. And then hug knees to chest. We're going to do a little set of scissor kicks. Abdominals draw in, kick for 2. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Little bug on my nose. Exhale, exhale, switch. And that. 6. 5. Keep lengthened spine. 4. 3. 2 more. Last set. All right. We're going to wrap it up. Rock side to side across your low back. We're going to nod our chin. Rock and roll up. And then I'm going to have you flip and just hold your plank, tailbone long, for 10 and 9 and 8, 7 and 6. Tighten your core. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Rock forward and back. 5 and 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Walk your knees in. I'm trying not to put pressure on the one. Reach hands behind your back. Come into a little rest pose. Forehead on your mat. Stretch those arms as long as it's comfortable on shoulders. If that's too much on your shoulders, lie them on the mat. Palms face the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch out upper mid back, low back. Spine lengthens. Feel the back of the spine open, calming. Calming your energy. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Relax arms down. Hands under shoulders. Press up. And let's close this out. I'm going to go to a client's house right now and train them. Yoga and Pilates. All right. Deep inhale here. Hands come to heart and Anjali Mudra. Hopefully your energy feels more balanced and settled. You feel calm, not anxious. And you just feel like you had an energy reset. So thanks for joining me. The light within me honors and acknowledges the light within you. Take care. Peace. See you soon. Bye. Bye.